Hello again everybody, Jeremy Latham, the hip surgeon here. It's the 16th of March 2020 today. This has been a very, very difficult time for all of us, patients, healthcare providers. We're in the midst of a global pandemic of the coronavirus, and it's very hard to see how this is going to play out over the next few months. The private hospitals are still working, we're still open for business. How much longer that will continue for, no one really knows. NHS hospitals seem to have stopped elective operating. They're using their resources for patients who may well be severely affected by the coronavirus. Every day seems to have different news coming out, but we're clearly in the midst of a rapidly developing and emerging situation, which is very worrying for all of us. I will be manning my clinics. I'm very happy to take phone calls, speak to people who maybe want to book in for surgery or have advice about what is proposed for them, or if you don't want to come to the hospital for your follow-up appointment, I'm always happy to speak to you on the phone or do a Skype call, whatever suits you. How do we as society collectively deal with this? As you know, in Europe, Italy, France and Spain are very much in the situation of closing down social contact, closing bars, restaurants, stopping travel. The US is adopting much the same position. The UK seems to be adopting a more flexible approach to this, but of course things will change day by day. How can we avoid the risk of getting infection? Some very good advice I heard today from a public health consultant was to assume that you have the infection and to reduce the risk of giving it to other people. The way we can do that is to avoid large crowds of people. Stay at home if you can, particularly if you're elderly and you've got other medical problems which put you at a higher risk. Wash your hands frequently. Spend 20 seconds washing your hands. If you've got alcohol gel, that helps as well. Try not to touch your face. If you're out and about, avoid making contact with things like doorknobs. I put some petrol in my car today and there was no gel at the filling station. So I came home, as soon as I got home, I washed my hands. Very important, those basic details of infection control. And hopefully that will keep the majority of us safe. Don't forget the mortality from this is very low for most people. I think once you get to the age of 70, the mortality rate seems to go up, but we're certainly not seeing huge numbers of people being affected at the moment in the UK. That of course could change. It is of course very worrying for all of us, patients, healthcare givers. We're all the same at the end of the day. We're all worried about ourselves and our loved ones. If you want any information or advice, if you've got any concerns at all about your surgery or whether or not to have surgery at this time, please get in touch. Phone the office. The details will follow at the end of this, or send me an email. Thanks for watching. I'll post more updates very soon. I'm Jeremy Latham. I'm the hip surgeon.